Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. So we are back again to talk about more scummy game developer practices. Yay! Right? Here we have H2M Mods shuts down one day before release after Activision Cease and Desist. This is by Venom Snake and Niche Gamer. The team behind the H2M Mod project has announced the end of all operations after receiving a cease and desist order from publisher and IP holder Activision. H2M Mod, a project that gained considerable popularity within the PC gaming community for its modification and enhancements to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, has been forced to cease all activities to avoid a possible infringement of the copy's intellectual property rights. According to a statement released by the developers, the decision to suspend the project was made in strict compliance with the legal order received. The cease and desist was received one day before the highly anticipated mod was set to release. With the new statement, the team has emphasized that the cessation of the operation is immediate and permanent. We are complying with this order and stopping all operations immediately, the H2M Mod team said in a statement on X. Despite the impact this may have on the community, they have made it clear that their priority is to respect current legal regulations. No further legal action has been announced at this time, but the H2M Mod team has made it clear that they have no intention of continuing the project or contesting the court order. The closure serves as a reminder of the strict oversight that major gaming companies maintain over independent projects involving their products, highlighting the legal complexities that mod developers face today. And from what I understand, a whole lot of people bought this game in anticipation of this mod release. It's just crazy to me that they would shut it down right before they knew it was going to release, after a large sales bump. And here's the H2 multiplayer mod, Twitter. Here's the pinned tweet. Today, our team received a cease and desist order on behalf of Activision Publishing in relation to the H2M Mod project. We are complying with this order and shutting down all operations immediately and permanently. They also want to make sure people beware that anyone pretending to be them is not them. They are done. And you see, on August 15th, they were still advertising. August 14th, they had just done a stream answering questions. This move is so egregious that even Forbes has written gamers review bomb Modern Warfare Remastered on Steam as Activision kills the highly anticipated H2M Call of Duty mod written by Eric Kane. And he calls it one of the most egregious and baffling anti-gamer moves I've ever witnessed in my years of covering video games. Activision has pulled the rug out from the entire PC Call of Duty community by issuing a cease and desist order to the creators of the highly anticipated H2M Modern Warfare Remastered mod. The order shut down the mod, which required a purchase of the base game to play and was itself an entirely free passion project, came just one day before it was set to launch on Steam. In the days leading up to the launch, news of the groundbreaking mod boosted Steam Modern Warfare Remastered sales through the roof, where it quickly became one of the platform's top-selling games years after its original release. Which really makes you wonder, Activision must have some reason for this. They must have, not a good reason, obviously. There really is no good reason for this, but it makes me wonder if they're worried that because of this, the upcoming release won't sell as well. The new mod added multiplayer content from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare Remastered multiplayer's mode. When Activision released Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, it was the only campaign, and the company has never released a multiplayer mode to go along with it. Instead of releasing Modern Warfare 2 maps with 2023's Modern Warfare 3, yeah, that does get confusing. This mod would have brought these maps and more to the original Modern Warfare, along with the older gameplay mechanics and original arsenal of weapons. Yeah, they don't want people to buy the old game. They want people to buy the new thing. The mod would have gone far beyond what Activision itself has offered for remasters or its new releases, including over 50 maps, new camos, new kill streaks, new attachments, and even more. Wow. Now the project's dead. Here we have today they received the cease and desist on the 15th. The news has been met with outrage and disbelief from the Call of Duty community, including major organizations within the competitive scene like FaZe Clan. We are begging that you guys reconsider this decision, Activision, FaZe's Twitter account posted. To be clear, we have zero involvement in this project outside of being massive fans. We were excited to produce Ilcams on the HS mod. Their team made it a requirement to purchase the original Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. No, it is actually Modern Warfare Remastered. Published by you guys, an excellent asset to onboard users, players to your product. This is harmless fun and community building, something we feel Call of Duty desperately needs. Please do the right thing and let the kids play their game. Gamers are, shockingly, not happy about this, especially since Activision had Modern Warfare Remastered on sale in the days leading up to the mod's release, encouraging even more sales of the game prior to suddenly shutting down the H2M mod. And honestly, that feels almost planned to me. They knew that it was coming out, they knew people were excited, and then they shut it down after making all the sales. Reviews of the once lauded remaster are now overwhelmingly negative on Steam, with many gamers requesting refunds after this news. It appears Steam is honoring refunds beyond the normal refund policy if you mention that you purchased it for the mod. Kudos on Steam for that. I absolutely support that. That is something I've come to appreciate about Steam recently, is that if people are taking a problem with the devs, they refund the money. This is clearly bad business for everyone involved. Steam and Activision Microsoft will lose money, and Activision will lose all the goodwill and hype that this generated. It reminds me of Sony's bizarre decision to remove Helldivers 2 from dozens of regions by requiring a PlayStation account to continue playing. Only worse. The mod's volunteer developers who earned nothing from the creation of the project are also unhappy. I can imagine, Jesus Christ. Over a year of work from a dedicated group of people working for free to relive a fan favorite Call of Duty, one dev said. Not a penny earned despite generating thousands of sales for Activision to get shut down after people spent their money. I'm sorry, everyone. And that's got to be heartbreaking. I feel so bad for those devs. They weren't doing it for money. They were doing it because they love the game. And unlike many, I don't know that they're even getting a job out of this. So often you see them, like when Cyberpunk came out and they started having problems and they were modding it to fix it, they hired some of those guys. And these guys are just getting shafted. They don't even get to share their mod with the world. And damn, that sucks. This is bad timing for Activision when it's Call of Duty Next, scheduled at the end of the month, as well as Big Ops 6 beta. That game comes out on October 25th. And I really do hope the players of Call of Duty remember this. I find this whole incident incredibly frustrating as a huge Call of Duty fan and almost daily player. I owned Modern Warfare Remastered on PlayStation, but in anticipation of this mod, I had purchased it on Steam as well. I am debating requesting a refund because at this point, I think Activision should lose every single one of its recent sales of the game, but I may play a couple of hours of the multiplayer first. What a terribly disappointing decision on the company's part. I understand that copyrights need to be protected and that some assets from other Call of Duty games were used in this mod, but given that it required a purchase of the base game and was entirely free to play, the decision seems very obtuse and misguided, and while I hope Activision reverses course, I don't know that it'll do much to repair the huge PR hit they've taken over this blunder. If nothing else, Activision and Microsoft should just hire these guys and release this as an official mod. Yeah, like I said, they even offered a job out of this. I've reached out to Activision for comment, but have not heard back at this time. I will update this post if I do, or if any other major developments take place. For now, I'm right here with the rest of Call of Duty community in condemning this horrible decision by Activision and its parent company, Microsoft. The YouTuber The Exclusive Ace has a good video on this controversy that shows off some of the really cool gameplay that we will now never get to play. And this link will be in the description if you want to check that out. Activision has taken probably the best moment in Call of Duty's recent history, with the most hype and positive press I've seen in years, almost all of which was organic rather than due to any sort of marketing. Poured gasoline all over it. Lit a match. What a shame. There is an update and it says, I've seen a lot of people discussing how Activision basically has to do this to protect its IP. Not defending copyright can degrade ownership of IP and put a company at risk. And since the modders involved used assets from Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, which isn't even on Steam unfortunately, this creates a problem and one that Activision can't easily work around. That being said, I think that it could have been handled better. The cease and desist coming after a week of massive purchases creates a really bad image. If Activision had immediately issued that the moment the mod was announced and explained the reason why to the community, I don't think the reaction would have been this bad. I also think there ought to be a way for publishers to work with the modders in order to get this to gamers. Activision could take ownership of the mod and release it for free as some kind of official product, earning money from the sales of the base game and goodwill from the community all at the same time. In a better world, I suppose. Yeah, Christ. Honestly, I imagine there are a number of other options they could have chosen. They could have asked for some kind of, they could have done a licensing fee, but they could have made it really low, like $100 for the licensing rights for the mod. And that would have protected the IP. I mean, there are many options that could have probably been employed here that they didn't even try, which makes it feel all that much more scummy. People were really genuinely excited for this, and the devs put in so much work. The irony here is I open it up and I immediately get the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on Steam. And again, for me, I truly and deeply believe part of their reason for this, beyond the copyright thing, is to protect the sales on these upcoming games. This mod releasing so close to these other two releases, they're worried that they won't be able to sell those releases at the same rate they would without it, because that had so much hype behind it. People are going to be playing that instead of playing their new game coming out. And here's Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. You see now the overwhelmingly negative ratings. 5% of the 2,764 user reviews in the last 30 days are positive. Wow. Let's go ahead and look at the reviews. When you see all of the reviews, positive is 7,010, negative is 6,568. Damn. Recently posted. You already know. Need I even explain why I'm downvoting this? My bar for Activision is set extremely low. Despite that, I still found myself shocked at how bad this game is. Frame rate sucks. I had to reboot my PC into safe mode and turn off shaders just to get it to launch. The first thing the game taught me to do was how to open loot boxes. The graphics somehow looked worse on my gaming PC that can run modern games at 6 to 144 FPS than they did on the Xbox 360 COD 4, yet my PC lags hard. The settings suck. I turned my mouse sensitivity to the minimum, and I'm still spinning 5 times with every slight adjustment to my mouse. I had to go into my mouse software to manually lower it. For some reason, they set bog to daytime. It's called beach bog, completely lacking even a shred of understanding as to why it should be nighttime. It's expected. Modern Activision hasn't made anything good in over a decade. Crash is now Winter Crash. This map has snow and fog particles, plus corny animations of people blowing up into presents and colored smoke when they die. It looks awful and it lags awful. I experienced all of this just shy of 1 hour of gameplay. I'm genuinely impressed by Activision's work. This should be displayed in a museum or preserved as a piece of history as perhaps the most impressive collection of bad ideas, an incredible lack of anyone caring, and awful graphics / optimization. I think they have feelings about this. This one refunded the product and just says boo. H2M is dead because of Activision can't possibly recommend this game for what it is. And then refunded another one. Thank God for the refund. This one called them scammers. I'm joining the review bomb train. What Activision did was scummy and should be sued under full penalty of the law. They broke the law, in my opinion. Unfortunately, not true. Like I said, unfortunately. First, they let the devs of H2M build an amazing mod for over a year on their radar. Gave us a sale right before H2M release, and then cease and desisted them hours before launch to take all the revenue they could. I will never buy another Activision game again, and I hope anyone reading this does the same. I have to agree with them. This one's positive. It's just information about getting the game to work for the H2M mod. This one says that Activision's slimy. This is someone that didn't even know it was a thing. When you get the game to work, it's fun. Here's a guy who wasted $20 because he was hoping he'd get to play the mod, since Activision doesn't want to make a functional multiplayer. Another refund. Yeah, there's just so many very unhappy people on this poor person. Posted on August 10th. H2M mod will revive this great game on PC finally. That person's got to feel bad. So many people only bought this for the mod. This is interesting. This one's saying that they are potentially exposed to a vulnerability. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Why anybody continues to buy anything from Activision, I will never know. Makes no sense to me. I don't care how good the game plays. These people don't care about you. They don't want to give you a good game, and they will happily screw over other people if they can. But, you know, we all do things that are questionable from time to time, support questionable people occasionally. Look at politics. All that said, what do you guys think? Is this one of the scummiest things you've ever seen, or do you think it's just them trying to protect their copyright? Either way, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.